This call is now being recorded.
Vandami Bhante ji, from all of us, on behalf of all of us, I am kindly requesting you to please give us the Dhamma talk, the topic on the Abhidhamma Arupa Jhanas. Thank you, Bhante ji.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Welcome back to the Abhidhamma, continuation of the Abhidhamma session. Today, you're going to look at the immaterial consciousnesses. But before we shift into the immaterial consciousnesses, we recall whatever the consciousnesses we learned in the past. So, in this Abhidhamma, we concern about the four types of ultimate phenomena. The first one is the chitta, the consciousnesses. The other one is the second one, chetasika. Chetasika means the mental factors, and the rupa means the materiality, and the last ultimate phenomena is the that is what is called nibbana. So chitta, chetasika, rupa, nibbana. We just want to learn the basis of this chitta, chetasika, rupa, nibbana in this session, and then we want to go to the highest Abhidhamma book like Dhamma Sangani Vibhanga like book. In this Abhidhamma session, still we are in the chitta section. Chitta means the consciousness section. So if we recall, we have 54 types of consciousnesses in the sensual world. Akusala, 12 types of akusala consciousnesses or the unwholesome consciousnesses. And the other one is rootless resultant consciousnesses, 18 types of rootless resultant consciousnesses. And we have Sopana consciousness or the gorgeous or beautiful consciousnesses, 24 types of those are. So altogether 54 types of consciousnesses. And we last day we discussed about immaterial jhana or material cheap consciousnesses. Those are 15 types of material consciousnesses. Kusala or the wholesome, 5 types of, and resultant or the vipaka, 5 types. And the other thing is functional consciousnesses. Those are also 5 types, altogether 15. Now here, immaterial jhana consciousnesses, we have 12 types of immaterial jhana consciousnesses. 12. Please keep in mind, this is 12. So this immaterial means, these beings in the immaterial world beings, they don't have the rupa or the materiality aggregates, they don't have. This is important to keep in mind in this material and immaterial consciousnesses, because in the 5 aggregate world, especially the sensual world and the fine material world, Rupavachara world, we have 5 aggregates. Rupa aggregates, the materiality aggregates, and Rupa Kanda, and Rupa Kanda is the materiality aggregates, Vedana Kanda, the perception aggregates, and Sanya Kanda, perception aggregate. Vedana Kanda is the feeling aggregate. Sanya Kanda is the perception aggregate. Other one is Sankara Khanda. Sankara Khanda is the formation aggregate. And the last aggregate is the Vijnana Khanda, the consciousness aggregate. So in the 5 aggregate world, we have Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana aggregates. But in this world, especially the Arupa world or the immaterial world, you have only 4 aggregates. Those are Vedana aggregates or the feeling aggregates, and perception aggregates, Sanya Khanda, and Sankhara Khanda, the formation aggregates, and the last Khanda or the aggregates is conscious Vijnana Khanda, the consciousness aggregates. So in this situation, you know, why Buddha emphasized this beings has only 4 khanda, but they are still beings. Buddha emphasized this, those are still beings. Like, do you know what is the reason? Can you guess what is the reason? They don't have rupa khanda, but they are being. Can you guess the reason? Okay, this is the reason. So, you know, to arise consciousness, you know, you need to arise consciousness, you need object. I mean, in the 5 aggregate world, you need the object, and you need the material base or material basis. That is especially in the hard base, material base, and but you have 6 bases. In the Ido, you have eye base. In the eardo, you have ear base. Like in the mindo, you have in the heart, inside the heart, deep inside the heart, you have mindo. That is the heart base. And so you need base. You need in the 5 aggregate world to arise consciousness, you need object and the material base. And again, you need mind and the mental factors. Mind and the mental factors are the 4 immaterial aggregates. So, but in the case of immaterial world, you only have object and the mind and the material, mind and the mental factors. So, especially in all beings, keep in mind, this is very important. In all beings, if they grasp the object as by way of tanha mana ditti, by way of tanha mana ditti, that means by way of craving, conceit, and the wrong view. If the mind and the mental factor grasp the object in this way, those are what is called beings, right? Still, so for the Arupa or the immaterial world, they are being. So they are, because of that reason, Buddha emphasized those Brahma also beings, but they don't have Rupa Khanda or the materiality. They don't have the physical body. They only have mind and the object. So they tightly catch the mind. So they tightly catch the object, and because of associated with tanha, mana, and ditti, so therefore they are not associated. They grab by way of tanha, mana, ditti. So therefore those are beings, right? And now we have 12 types of Arupa Jhana consciousnesses or the immaterial consciousnesses. First, particularly this also flow in this way. In this way, mean what we discuss in the Rupavachara Jhana In the same way, this Arupa consciousness also, the flow is coming in that way. What flow? Wholesome.
Your voice is stuck, Bhanteji.
In Arupa consciousnesses, you have 12 types of consciousnesses. It is also particularly in this way. You have kusala or the wholesome consciousnesses, 4 types of wholesome consciousnesses. And you have 4 types of resultant or the vipaka consciousnesses. And you have 4 types of functional consciousnesses. 4 types of functional consciousnesses. So let's go into the 4 types of wholesome or the kusala consciousness of the immaterial jhana plane or immaterial realm. Kusala consciousness is akasa nanchayatana jhana chitta. Not good. Okay. Akasa nanchayatana jhana. The first akasa nanchayatana. Buddha word is called akasa nanchayatana. If you want to add, it is kusala, akasa nanchayatana, kusala chitta, right? And then the second consciousness is the vinyananchayatana, kusala chitta, right? More better. That's more better.
Try this step.
Yes. Okay. Of course. And the third kusala chitta is the akinchanyayatana chitta.
Bhanteji, we cannot hear you. I think you're on mute. Bhanteji, we cannot hear you. You're on mute.
Okay. Yes, we have some connection problem. Please wait a minute. Okay. Now, which one we want to open? That one.
Now we can hear you. I think the voice is too low though.
Voice is too high. Voice is too high.
Too low. It's very. Your voice is very low right now.
All right. Now can you hear?
It is better, but it is still too low.
Now what
Uh,
about the condition? It's okay.
it I think if it is a bit louder, that would be better. If not, we can continue with this voice.
All right. Okay. Now.
Much better.
Okay. Okay. Now. Now, we want to go to the Kusala consciousnesses of the immaterial world, four types of Kusala consciousnesses of the immaterial world. I want to say you how one meditator want to develop this Kusala. Kusala mean, in this very life, you want to produce or you want to develop this Jhana consciousnesses. Kusala mean, that is the meaning of Kusala. So how to develop this jhana mind? For example, actually we want to transcend the Arupavachara jhana. To reach the Arupavachara jhana consciousnesses, we want to transcend Rupavachara jhana. That means you want to take the Rupa jhana. For example, those are the Kasina jhana, only Kasina jhana, right? You want to produce Kasina jhana and develop Kasina jhana, and based on that jhana, you want to produce this Arupavachara consciousnesses, right? So how, for example, if you produce Anapana jhana up to fourth, still you cannot attain Arupavachara jhana, but those are also Rupa jhana. And for example, if you have 10 types of Asura jhana, loathsome jhana, still you cannot produce Arupavachara jhana. And again, if you have jhana by using the particular, that means repulsiveness of the body parts, 32 parts of the body, you can develop up to first jhana, but still you cannot attain to Arupa jhana by using this jhana directly, I mean. And if you have metta, karuna, mudita, upekka like jhana, still you cannot attain Arupa jhana based on this Rupa jhana. And therefore, only if you want to attain the Arupa jhana, Arupa kusala mind or the kusala consciousnesses, four types of kusala consciousnesses. For example, Akasananchayatana, the Akasananchayatana mean, the meaning of Akasananchayatana mean, Akasa mean the space. Akasa anant, akaso ananto ayatana, akaso ananto ayatana, akaso plus ananto plus ayatana, it makes the akasa nanchayatana. This is the according to the Pali grammar, this is the meaning. And then akasa plus ananta become akasa nant. Akasa Nanta, and this Akasa Nanta become Akasa Nancha, right? Akasa Nanta become Akasa Nancha. So you don't need to keep in mind this thing. but just keep in mind, if you don't need to keep in mind, it's not necessary. Akasan anantang. Akasu ananto. Ayatana mean, ananta mean the boundless. Akasa mean the space, and the ananta mean the boundless or infinite. And the ayatana is if something help to something, that is called base, right? Or the basis. If something support to the another thing, or something arise based on this, based on something, that is what is called ayatana. Ayatana meaning of ayatana is this. So then, what is the meaning of akasa and anchayatana? So the ayatana means the base. The base. Now the akasa means the space. Ananta means the boundless. So base of boundless space. The consciousness based on the boundless space. Space, right? That is the meaning of akasa and anchayatana. Okay, again the connection dropped.
I think we can hear you still.
And what is the meaning of, what is the meaning of Vinyanan Chayatana? Vinyanan Chayatana, Vinyanan Anantam. That means Vinyanam means the consciousness, Anantam means the boundless, and the Ayatana means base. So, base of boundless consciousness. The second chitta is, the meaning of second chitta is base of boundless consciousness. The first chitta, Akasa and Anchayatana means the base of boundless space. The second chitta is the base of boundless consciousness. Then the third chitta is the Akinchanyayatana. Akinchanyayatana means you just remember the meaning. You just keep in the mind. Akincha, kinchan, in this, while producing this Akinchanyayatana Jhana, we just forget about the Akasan Anchayatana Jhana. For example, if somebody want to produce this Jhana, step by step they want to produce. For example, if they produce Akasan, first they must produce Akasan Anchayatana Jhana. Then they want to produce Vinyananchayatana Jhana step by step. Then thereafter Akinchanyayatana Jhana. And then lastly, the Nevasanya Nasanyayatana Jhana. So while producing the third consciousness, Akinchanyayatana Jhana, what we want to do, we won't just forget about the first consciousness. First consciousness means the Akasananchayatana Jhana consciousness, we just forget about. We just don't paying attention to that consciousness. And then that means there is nothing. There's nothing. Or there's voidness, some voidness. There is some voidness. Using this in Pali, what is called Natti Kinchi. Natti Kinchi means there's nothing. There's nothing mean this Kinchi mean Kinchi become Kinchana. Kinchi become Kinchana in the Pali, according to the Pali grammatical rules. Kinchi become Kinchana. That is the Kinchi is the Kinchana become the noun, right? So Kinchana mean so something is the Kinchana. Kinchana has many meaning, right? Kinchana has the meaning of some disability, or we have some another thing is some something, and sensual word attachment also we call kinchi, right? Kinchana. So you don't need to pay attention to that meaning. Here we just call kinchi mean the something.
Kinchi is the something. So if there is no nothing, nothing means, in Pali, if we want to tell negative meaning, we add just a as a prefix. So kinchana now become akinchana, right? Kinchana now become akinchana. Akinchana means there's nothing or nothingness, right? Nothingness. So akinchana become akinchanyayatana. The nature of akinchana become akinchanyan, akinchanyancha, right? So you don't need to remember this thing. I just told how this name came, right? So Akinchanyayatana mean the meaning, Akinchanyayatana meaning is the base of nothingness, right? So that consciousness arise because of the nothingness of the first consciousness, first jhana consciousness, first arupa jhana consciousness. So the last consciousness is neva sanya na sanyayatana jhana, right? Neva sanya na sanyayatana jhana. Neva sanya means neither perception, neva sanya na sanya means non perception, neither perception nor non perception, right? Neither perception nor non perception is the meaning. So the base of neither perception nor non-perception. That is the meaning of neva sanya na sanyayatana jhana, right? So how to produce in this world as a meditator, kusala mind of this for arupa jhana. How to produce? You need kasina jhana. You need to produce kasina jhana. Kasina jhana means, for example, you have patavi kasina, apo kasina. Patavi kasina means the earth kasina, then the water kasina, and then you have fire kasina, then air kasina, and you have again 4 types of color kasina. For example, white kasina, red kasina, yellow kasina, and deep. And the other thing is blue kasina, right? Blue kasina, and then again you have akasa kasina. Akasa kasina means using the space. You can produce up to 4 jhana, but that is also kasina. And then if you take the light, especially the sunlight as an object, and then you produce aloka kasina, right? The light kasina. So all you have 10 kasina, but to produce this arupa jhana, you need only 9 kasina except the akasa kasina, because akasa kasina just as the akasa nanchayatana, so you don't need to produce from the akasa kasina, you don't need to produce arupa jhana. So based on those 9 types of kasina jhana, right? For example, earth, water, fire, air, and then white, blue, yellow, red, and then light kasina, right? Those, by using or based on this jhana, you want to produce arupa jhana. So how to produce arupa jhana? First, you want to produce up to 4 jhana of, for example, I took the patavi kasina, right? Patavi kasina means you want to take patavi as an object. Patavi means the earth as an object, and then you want to produce up to 4 jhana by using this. This up to how to produce this jhana, it will be taught by me in near future. Just you want to understand, up to 4 jhana you need to produce arupa jhana. right? And then you want to make by taking the Patavi Kasina or the earth Kasina Patibhaga Nimitta, right? By using the earth Kasina Patibhaga Nimitta, that means you want to emerge from the fourth jhana, fourth Rupa jhana, or for the fourth fine material jhana, and then you want to make the space. You want to make the space because akasa nanchayatana means the base of boundless space. So you want to make the boundless space. Boundless space means now this is your object. So using this Patavi Kasina Patibhaga Nimitta or the earth Kasina Patibhaga Nimitta, you want to contemplate, or you want to advert this as Ananto Akaso, or you can reflect this as space, like you want to contemplate, or you want to advert, right? You want to advert or contemplate space after emerging from the fourth jhana, right? Fourth Patavi Kasina jhana, you want to contemplate. And then this Patavi Kasina Patibhaga Nimitta become boundless space, right? You want to make it boundless. First it becomes space, and you want to make it boundless by you have object in front of you, and then you want to contemplate Ananto Akaso, like that, right? Or Ananto Akaso means the boundless space, like you want to contemplate. And then the first jhana, the Arupa jhana consciousness, before producing Arupa jhana consciousness, you may have Upachara Samadhi, right? Upachara Samadhi, or the access concentration. That means your mind concentrated in access, right? In access. And then you enter into first Arupa jhana, Akasananchayatana jhana. So after producing this Akasananchayatana jhana, based on this first Arupa jhana, and then that means this is the consciousness. This consciousness is in your mind, right? This consciousness in your mind. Then after emerging from Akasananchayatana jhana, right? And then you want to focus. You want to focus the mind. You want to focus the mind of this jhana. That is the consciousness, right? This mind. This mind means this is the first jhana mind, first Arupa jhana mind. So if you want to now contemplate this mind as a boundless, the mind also boundless, this mind boundless. So boundless mind, like that you want to contemplate. Then the boundless, the base of boundless consciousness, Upachara concentration comes, and then you enter into jhana thereafter. And then you want to produce the third Arupa jhana, Kusala jhana mind. That is the Akinchanyayatana jhana. Akinchanyayatana. I told you kincha is the kinchana is something. So akincha means nothing. So what nothing? The nothing is the first Arupa jhana, nothingness of the first Arupa jhana. When you emerge from the second Arupa jhana consciousness, then you have no first Arupa jhana mind. And then when you emerge from the second Arupa jhana mind, you don't have second Arupa jhana mind also. But here we just contemplate, we just forget about the first jhana mind, and that means there is nothing. We just forget about the first jhana mind. Therefore, there is nothing. That means natti kinchi, right? And then natti kinchi, or voidness, or we can say secluded, like we want to contemplate. So that means you don't have now akasana anchayatana jhana. That means you don't have nothing. Owing, that means non-owing. You don't need, you don't have some consciousness. First jhana consciousness you don't have now. Then you need to contemplate as nati kinchi, or nothingness like you want to contemplate. And then the upachara concentration develop, and then thereafter you will be end up with the akinchanyayatana jhana mind, right? But at this moment you may have some difficulty to understand, but don't be worried about this. You just focus the, or you just emphasize the four types of arupa minds, arupa jhana minds, or arupa jhana base. And then you want to reach to produce fourth arupa jhana, that is the neva sanya na sanyayatana jhana. That means neither perception nor non-perception jhana. Base of the neither perception or non-perception jhana. How to produce this jhana? You want to gradually produce up to gradually you want to attain, gradually you want to attain from the Patavikasana first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, and then fifth jhana. Fifth jhana means akasana anchayatana jhana, and then you want to attain to Vinyanan Chayatana Jhana, and then emerging from that jhana, you want to attain to Akinchanyayatana Jhana, that means the third Arupa Jhana, and then based on that jhana, third Arupa Jhana, that means Akinchanyayatana Jhana, now you want to contemplate as this Akinchanyayatana Jhana mind is peaceful, right? This jhana mind is santam panitang, oh peaceful, like you want to contemplate this jhana mind. That means the third arupa jhana mind is peaceful, like you want to contemplate, and then your mind become to upachara concentration, and then you enter into neva sanya na sanyayatana jhana consciousness, right? That means you enter into neither base of the neither perception nor non-perception jhana. So this how all four jhana produce, but this I told this as a summary, not so detailed, but to just understand how to go into arupa jhana, what is arupa jhana, like thing you want to know at this level. So that's why I just mentioned this thing. But don't be worried about if these are very deep. If you feel these are very deep, don't forget about this thing, and you pay attention. Emphasize the four jhana consciousness, right? Four jhana consciousness mean, again I will tell, akasana anchayatana is the first jhana, the base of boundless space. And the second jhana is the Vinyananchayatana jhana mind, that is the base of boundless consciousness. Which consciousness? Akasananchayatana jhana consciousness, right? And then the third is Akinchanyayatana jhana. Akinchanyayatana jhana means the base of nothingness. And then the Nevasanya Nasanyayatana Kusala jhana mind. All are kusala, right? All are wholesome. That means you want to produce this jhana in this very life. And this is the last jhana, nevasanya nasanyayatana jhana. That means the base, neither perception nor non-perception jhana mind. This is also kusala mind. So if you produce this kusala mind, when you need to actually, Buddha say here, you don't go into as a reborn. As a reborn, you don't choose Arupa Jhana plane, because that Jhana plane has a long lifespan. As a long lifespan, kappa, maybe that means eon of lifespan. And when Putujjana, that means the worldling people, if go there to reborn, they never attain up to Arahanship, right? They never attain any Magga and Phala because they don't have to hear Dhamma, they don't have materiality, and they don't have I because they have no materiality, and they just have Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, and Vijnana, and the object, right? They don't have the Rupa and the material or the materiality to hear Dhamma, to see the so to see Dhamma, for example, to read out the Dhamma and listen Dhamma, they don't have. So they cannot attain Arahanship if you reborn as a Putujjana. Putujjana means the worldly. But if you reborn as a Arya people mean after Sotapanna stage, after a stream entry stage, you can have Kadagami, Anagami. Again, you have a signal drop. Please wait. Again, you have signal drop. No? No.
But we can hear you fine, Bhante.
Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yes.
me, Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear
Can you
you.
hear?
Yes, Bhanteji.
Can you hear me? Can
Yes, Bhanteji, we can hear you.
Wi-Fi network has no access to internet. Oh. Yeah.
We can hear you, Bhanteji.
No. Still? No? No, how? No, yes. No. Okay. Now again the signal, again internet is working now. Access to the again. Can you hear me? Can you
Yes.
hear me in English?
Yes, Bhanteji.
Can? Okay. Okay. And okay. Now in this Arupa Jhana. Okay. Okay. In this Arupa Jhana, so then you have you don't need to reborn there, right? Don't need to reborn there because they have much longer lifespan and never can attain to for the layman. Hello. Okay.
We can hear you,
Okay.
Bhanteji.
Okay. So, for example, then we want to come into the vipaka or the resultant mind. Resultant mind also same like akasananchayatana resultant mind, right? Akasananchayatana vipaka consciousness or vipaka chitta, vinyananchayatana vipaka chitta, then akincanyayatana vipaka chitta, and then nevasanya nasanyayatana vipaka chitta. That means in the past, especially in India, right? Especially in India, you other sectarians. Other sectarians mean, for example, uh, the Isi mean the sages. Those sages or the Isi, they can produce this Arupa Jhana even without the Buddha born, or without the Buddhotpada Kala, or in the Buddha, not in Buddha's time, without having a Buddha in the world, they can produce this jhana up to 8. 8 mean, now you know 8 mean 4 Rupa jhana plus 4 Arupa jhana, what is called 8. So those are what is called 8 attainment or the Atta Samapatti. Right? Atta Samapatti. For example, if you produce Patavikasana up to 4th jhana, and then if you develop these 4 types of Arupa jhana, you have 8 attainment. We call you have 8 attainment. So after having 8 attainment, if they want to reborn in the, because they have highest jhana, they want to reborn in that plane. So at that time, they reborn when the death consciousness come, last death consciousness come into their mind, they just attain to that.
Your voice has stopped again, Bhante ji.
He produced this Arupa jhana first. That means he produced this Kusala Arupa jhana first. 4 types of Kusala Arupa jhana. And then if he attained to Arahantship, and then this Kusala Arupa jhana become functional jhana, functional consciousness. No?
Please ask there.
Can you hear me?
Now we can, but when you, I think, started talking about how these
Yeah, now, okay.
monks from other sects, they can also attend the 8 jhanas, that's when it got stopped.
Hello?
We can hear you, Bhante ji, now.
Hello? No. Still no.
No answer. Sometimes all can answer. Really? Oh, yes.
Now can, no? Okay. Okay.
We can hear you, Bhante.
No. Again. Can we can hear?
I cannot hear.
Oh.
We can hear.
Cannot hear.
Bhante ji, if you turn off your video, it might be better if the connection is weak.
Okay. Now, I want to say this thing, the functional, how can develop functional consciousnesses of the 4 Arupa jhana. For example, functional Akasananchayatana jhana mind. Can hear, no? Okay. Functional Akasananchayatana jhana mind. And functional Vinyananchayatana jhana mind. Can hear? Okay. Functional Akinchanyayatana jhana mind. And functional Neva Sanya